We've built our company around Bitcoin, but through cloud mining giving us exposure to the network and our treasury strategy, where we hold 135 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. We're extremely confident that as adoption of digital assets continues to increase, Bitcoin will become more and more sought after as a store of value, means of exchange, and inflationary hedge.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Vaultz Capital CEO Eric Benz. Eric, great to speak with you again. Vaultz has recently dual listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Can you walk us through why you've taken this step and what this means for investors moving forward?
Absolutely, and great to be here again, Stephen. Thank you so much. We have dual listed on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, which is really exciting. This listing broadens our reach to a new pool of investors, increases our visibility across Europe, and positions the company for long-term growth. Frankfurt Stock Exchange is one of the world's largest and is responsible for approximately 90% of all equity trading across Germany. And since joining in August, the management team here at Vaultz has been working to position the company for future growth. And we're really thinking about how the company will be positioned in years rather than months.
Eric, what about future listings? Is this something that you're considering?
So first, we have the OTC on the go, which is on everyone's mind, and it's just a matter of timing at the moment. This is cross trading rather than an additional listing, but this is integral to our growth strategy, of course. On that note, through Frankfurt, we are broadening exposure and visibility with European investors. OTC does the same, but this time for US investors. The US is a hugely exciting market for cryptocurrencies, and the current US administration has taken a notably supportive stance towards digital assets, as we all know. Our OTC listing is moving forward, and I'd love to be able to share more, but I'll need to do so via RNS when it's complete. And in future, we'll keep our positions open and look to continue to widen our access to capital and investors where it makes sense to.
Eric, you've also recently appointed BitGo as your Treasury custodian. Can you walk us through this as well, please?
Absolutely. Sure. BitGo, who I've known since they were incepted, really is one of the world's largest regulated digital asset custodians. They're a well-established operator in the digital asset space and have more than $100 billion of assets under management. BitGo will keep our Bitcoin for our treasury under lock and key. We've reviewed a number of different providers, and BitGo consistently ranked among the absolute best in industry and globally. We see this as an important means of reassuring investors that are less familiar with the digital asset space. Bitcoin, in our view, is the world's most exciting asset, and it's becoming increasingly mainstream with every passing day. But for it to be in every portfolio, there needs to be trust that it's not going to disappear or be stolen or hacked for that reason. Now, our investors and prospective investors need to know that our Bitcoin is secure, and that's a large part due to this partnership with BitGo.
Eric, your view on the Bitcoin price currently, is it likely to maintain its current momentum?
Wow, what a ride for Bitcoin. It's been phenomenal. Bitcoin hit an all-time high on Sunday, crossing $125,000, which shows the continued faith investors have in the asset as a store of value. Bitcoin has performed exceedingly well, and it's currently battling with gold to be the best performing asset of 2025. Who could have imagined that? Standard Charter has predicted that the asset will hit $135,000 in the coming weeks alone. Look, it's important to say that past performance doesn't indicate future returns, and Bitcoin historically has been pretty volatile. But our view on Bitcoin's long-term direction is pretty clear. We've built our company around Bitcoin, but through cloud mining giving us exposure to the network and our treasury strategy, where we hold 135 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. We're extremely confident that as adoption of digital assets continues to increase, Bitcoin will become more and more sought after as a store of value, means of exchange, and inflationary hedge.
Well, Eric, I hope you'll continue to keep us posted on your progress. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Eric Benz, the CEO of Vaultz Capital.